Have you ever typed something like worked on calming strategies and immediately thought, this is way too vague, but I don't know what else to say? Well, you're not alone. Emotional regulation is an important topic we address as therapists, but it's also one of the hardest areas to document without sounding fluffy or too generic. I'm Nicole, the OT, and together with Stephanie, the PT, we are the founders of the Note Ninjas and the creators of the Note Ninja membership and pediatric series. We help PTs, OTs, SLPs, and assistants with treatment ideas and documentation that actually reflects the clinical skill and saves you time. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to document emotional regulation like a pro. So let's talk about why these notes get flagged or questioned. Now, most of us are targeting emotional regulations in sessions, but our notes end up sounding like something like this. Use fidgets for regulation, worked on coping strategies, addressed sensory needs. But the thing is that these statements, they don't show the why, the how, or the clinical reasoning behind what you did. And when that happens, your note sounds more like an observation than skilled therapy. And that's why it's a problem, and that's why it's leading to denials. So here's what to include to make it clear that what you're doing is skilled and medically necessary. First, you want to describe the behavior or the trigger. So an example would be patient became dysregulated after peer conflict during transition from recess. Next, state the strategy you used. Example, therapist introduced box breathing technique using a visual timer and guided verbal cues. Then go ahead and explain your level of support. Patient required moderate tactile cueing to initiate deep breathing and verbal reassurance to maintain focus. And finally, you're going to want to document the response of the carryover. So an example would be patient regulated within 3 minutes and returned to group tasks with verbal prompting. That kind of note makes it obvious that you used clinical judgment and that you had a functional impact. So here are three things you can do in your next session to help you with this. Name the actual strategy, not just coping skill, but something specific like progressive muscle relaxation or pause and plan routine. Next, tie it to a real world challenge, like difficulty with transitions, maybe peer conflict, or unstructured time. So how it's really impacting them in that functional way. Next, be specific about your cueing or guidance, including the type of support you gave and how much was needed. So if you want examples that you can literally copy into your documentation, we created a free resource for that. It's the emotional regulation PDF just for you, and it gives you it's totally free. It'll save you so much time. You want to just get the link from the description below. You're doing an amazing work, and this just helps your notes reflect that. So make sure to follow us at the Note Ninjas for more treatment ideas, documentation strategies, and time-saving tools that make your treatment sessions smoother and your notes stronger.